Yes, my friends. Welcome back to a chat with Fireside Chat. I got Sophie, an inspirational person, so inspiring, a fighter. She's a go-getter. Uh, she performs at a really high level and plays at a really high level. And I want you guys, my audience, to get to know you, Sophie. And I see that you're somewhere. So where are you?
I'm in Florida right now, where it's a bit
Woo!
warmer than Canada. Just a
Yeah.
bit.
So it is a little cold here. So don't make us feel bad. But I'm coming to
Okay,
join you
sorry.
very soon in about 2 weeks.
There you go. There you go.
You know, I wanted to bring you on here because I think it's going to be inspiring for our audience to get to know you and your story. You have several successful businesses. Not only that, you've organized your businesses in such a way that you can be free, right? You're now in Florida, and your business is back home. It's you're not missing anything. So you have a, and I tell this to people all the time. If the business depends on you, you don't have a business. A real
Correct.
business is a business that can operate without you. And
Correct.
you're now there with your family, and it's beautiful. And so I wanted to congratulate you and have this conversation here with you, bring you on here so you can meet our friends. And I think they're going to be inspired. So first things first, who is Sophie?
Thank you, Alfonso. Who is Sophie? That's a good question. I'm still working on that. No, joke aside. I am an entrepreneur. I don't think I would have been able to say that several years ago. I'm still a very simple person, simple woman. I like simple thing. I say that and I'm in Florida, so it doesn't look simple at all. But I am a very simple person who just want to grow. I call that the effect of the raccoon effect. And hear me on that. It's, like raccoons. I went camping one day, and we were like, there were so many raccoons all around, and they are able to open door, and like they're so
Yeah,
smart,
they got
so
these
smart.
little hands, right? They got this little
Yeah,
it looks like human hands, really.
yeah, exactly. And I'm Canadian. Like I should know about raccoon, like I know about raccoon. Because of that, I went on some search on Google and looked a bit about the like how they know about this. And the reason is they teach their generation to the next generation to the next generation. And this is how I want to be. I want to be the mama raccoon to check to to teach my kids, so that my kids will teach their kids, and their kids will teach their kids. For us, it was not my family when I was a kid. We were not talking about financial. I couldn't even ask how much were their house because it was private. You
Mhm.
know, I couldn't ask them how much they were making an hour because it was private. It was not something we were discussing when I was a kid. And I want my kids to be curious of that. I want my kids to actually ask that question without having the fear, like, "Oh, you don't ask that question," you know.
Mhm.
And and again, I want to make the raccoon effect to just teach the line of generation. And I, it's not the goal is not to be wealthy and super rich. The goal is to help people, help my line of generation, and just be comfortable, and that's and that doesn't teach you who is Sophie. I went on another subject. Sorry about that,
But that
Alfonso.
is
But yeah,
Sophie. That is Sophie. You're the mama raccoon, and
very good.
you want to teach them that you want your kids and your grandkids to benefit from the shift of mindset that you had,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
Because your parents really looked similar to your grandparents, and your grandparents
Yep.
looked exactly to your great grandparents, right?
Yep. Yes.
And, some of the
I want to
same
be that
mindsets.
person who
Yeah,
break that.
yeah, and you have. And so,
Yes.
what are some of the so if someone is maybe feeling like they're stuck.
Mhm.
Maybe they're
It will happen.
maybe they're stuck in a job or something. Not
Yes.
that working is bad, but if you don't like where you work, you're not going to be fulfilled. You're not going to be happy, What would you say to that person, and what would be the first steps on how they can get out?
I will say your salary it's not your income.
Mhm.
It doesn't mean that you get a salary, it's going to be your income. You have to work a little harder than anybody else because people are lazy. So it's easy to surpass them.
Mhm.
People are freaking lazy. Remember that, right? Um, People will go home, watch Netflix from 5 p.m. till 11 p.m. And then they're gonna go to bed and they're gonna go to work and gonna do the same thing over and over and over. If you just do a little more than them, you're a winner. That's all it needs. That's all it needs. It seems simple.
I mean, that's very logical, right? Because everybody's doing the same and getting the same results. If you just try a little bit, you're going to have results that are better than the people around you. And you just try a little bit more. And if you could be disciplined, right?
That's what it
then
is.
you could get even further ahead than everyone else. So I'm with you. I'm with you on that. So did you have a job before? I don't think we talked about this. Before you started
Oh
your
yeah.
Where did you work?
I have jobs since I'm 13 years old or something
Where
like
was
that.
the last place, the last job?
Oh, the last job. I believe it was construction actually. I
Okay.
was doing the finishing and construction.
You
Yeah,
like
but no, I was in sales. I was selling. I was selling.
yes. And so you were selling something, and what was that moment for you that you said, I'm going to open my own company? Like, how did you?
Oh, it
'Cause
was
you've been working all your life, right?
yes. Oh yeah, all my life. I was an employee all my life.
And so at some point there's a line in the sand, and you're like, I'm going to go be an entrepreneur.
Well, I'm gonna go really private with you, Alfonso. I know there's going to be other people who's going to watch this, but I'm going to tell the truth here. So what happened is I was in sale, and then I got pregnant, and that was the big turn of my life. I got pregnant, and then it's like, okay, we need to change what's happening right now because it's not working money wise, right? So
Mhm.
my husband took a job in Alberta in the oil field, and I got my son in Montreal, and then we had some complication with my son. Anyway, we got to Alberta, and money wise, it was not great, and then we need to change that. So, which the job with my husband job was good, but it's not the kind of job that you can do for like 10, 20 years because it's very hard on your body. And I
Very
knew that, right?
labor intensive.
Very, yeah, exactly. So I got my daughter after that. And then right after, I'm like, for 4 years with being with the kids at home, I was very, very stressed because I'm not a person who can stay home. And I wasn't stressed because of that. I was stressed because of what I'm going to do next. I was just thinking about what's next. And I couldn't find the idea. And that's what was stressful to me. Is like, what am I going to do? I'm not like I'm a mom, but I can do something else too, right? I'm not just a mom. So, and I struggled there to find what I'm going to do next. And I'm like, I'm gonna start a business. I have no idea what is a business is. Like I know what a business is, but I don't know how to start a business or anything like that. And this is where my cleaning business started. And
Did you have
I was
capital? Did you have capital at the time?
zero
Zero.
dollar,
Yeah. Yeah.
zero. I had $0.
I got goosebumps. I got goosebumps right now. Like I'm really into your story. I mean, $0. You're sitting there. You got babies, right?
I have babies
Yeah. So you
in a
got babies.
town that I have no families. I have
Yeah.
no families. I have few friends, but for some friends that right now grow up as being very good friends to me now. But at that time, it was just some acquaintance, some friends here and there, no family around. My husband was working 2 weeks in a row out of town coming to home for a week, out of town for 2 weeks, home for a week, bam, 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 like this the whole time. How on earth I'm able to do something? Well, I pulled it through, Alfonso, because I actually started my business this way. And I'm not kidding. I was working 80 to 100 hours a week. A week. I was probably doing 70 hours of cleaning myself. I had zero employee at the time. And for the first 3 months, I've done residential cleaning until I'm like, what the heck am I doing here? Residential cleaning is never going to bring me to where I want to be. So I stopped all my residential cleaning. I give them a month of notice and I'm like, I'm going commercial. Right now, I have zero customers still. Well, I had a lot of customers residential, but I let them all go. So now I have to do it again on commercial and then door to door, the whole fashioned way. And we're just talking about 8 years ago. Old fashioned way, door to door to door to door. No, 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 yes. No, 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 yes, right? And so many doors close on me. And I kept going. I kept going because I needed to do it. I had a fire in me, and I know it sounds strange, but I still feel this way. So that many years ago, I had a fire in me that I could let not let go. Like I had to do something with it. And if I would have never done anything with it, I think I would have died inside. You know.
So it's finding fulfillment, right?
It's the fulfillment. I didn't like, of course, I want to have a bit of money and stuff like that, but I didn't pay myself for a year and a half.
Yeah.
1 year and a half. You have to see the big picture when you don't pay yourself. I could give myself zero, like not a penny.
And you had a staff. What was the
At
first
some point, I had staff.
what was the first employee? The first time you hired someone, and like, what was that experience like, and how did you feel?
Oh, that was so bad.
Mhm.
It was so bad. I'm sorry for the first employee I got. I don't think that first employee was bad, but it was so hard to hire people because I'm like you. I like to lead with my heart, and at that point, I didn't learn that. Even though I know some people are not great, some people are great, and I knew that, but to make the difference between the two kind of people, and then hire people, but you ask questions, but you don't really listen to the answer. You listen to their body language. Something I didn't nobody taught me,
Yeah.
and it was very hard. And first employee and the second employee, and there's a lot of turnover, sorry, and it's hard. It's hard because I'm still the one woman show at that point, right? And I don't want to be. I want that business to grow. So it was very, very hard in that sense. Hiring is still not an easy thing to do.
And that's hard for a lot of people because they think,
Oh,
oh, no one can do it better than me. And the
well,
second,
that's the thing.
yeah, the second you think like that, you're going to be trapped in your business. You would not be in Florida.
Forever, forever. Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
I love that. What about your biggest customer? Like,
I will always remember this one.
yeah. So tell me the experience, of how you got like, how did you get that customer? And how did it feel like walking out of whatever, however it was, what did it feel like getting that big fish, your first real big fish?
Yes, and that makes a big difference. All it takes is one person, one deal. One person or one deal, and then it changed your life forever. I agree. I will always remember this one. It's a good question, Alfonso. Um, Somebody called me, and that's the thing. I always answer my phone, always for my customer, always. And I've tried that before in where I am and call 10 cleaning services, two answer. And one of them looks like it was just woke up, and it was like 2 in the afternoon. I'm not even kidding.
Hold on. Shh, honey. Sorry, my kids are on top of me. Yeah. So hello.
Yeah, it's exactly it. And the other one I can't even remember, but it was really bad. It was really bad. So I always answer my phone. So that guy called me and say, "Hey, this is so and so from so and so, and I'm like, okay, where is that? You know, like he's asking me for a quote. I'm like, yeah, no problem. I give you a quote, no problem. I don't no idea who that guy is, no idea how big is this place, and I'm like, okay, what's the address? He's like, super surprised because everybody knows this place. So I'm asking him the address. I put the address on and I go. I'm like, perfect. And I go and I need to have my silto, all my PPE with me because it's a big meal. So I go there and I go the driveway. It's this big driveway. I'm like, oh my god, how on earth am I going to do it? Whatever, I'm going to do it. Whatever, I'm just gonna do the quote. I'm just gonna meet him, do the quote, and then I meet him. We go everywhere. The walkthrough took probably 2 hours. Not even kidding. It's how big it is.
It was like a
So I'm like,
factory. Was it a factory facility? What kind of facility was it?
yeah, it's a wood mill.
Okay.
So if I tell you the name, you will know. Like
Yeah.
they do. Like you go to every Home Depot and you'll be able to see who they are, right? So and then I'm like super like, oh my god, oh I'm going to do it, but I'm not even thinking there yet. I'm like, I just need to do the quote, and just there, it's going to be something. So I'm doing the quote, and then it's like, no, too high. So revise. I'm like, okay. Doing the quote is like, I don't think so. And I revised the quote like probably 3 times, and he accepted. At that point, he accepted. And at that point,
So
I
you were
was
on the,
still not
was it over the
knowing.
phone? Was it over the phone or by
No,
email?
I want to walk through for the quote. It was by email. Yeah,
Yeah,
by
yeah.
email.
But
And then he's telling me,
when he accepted, it was by phone or by email.
it was by email. It was
So
like,
you open
congratulations,
up, yeah. So you opened up the email and it says, "Congratulations,
yeah,
you won the quote."
yes,
What did you
yes.
do? What did you do at that moment?
And then I danced. I danced. I was so happy. I called everyone. I called my husband. I say, hey, you know what? Like we got that quote, and blah blah, and then I was extremely happy and extremely nervous because now I need to find way more staff. I need to figure out a lot of things. You know, I need to buy a lot of things, but I don't care about this. But I need to figure out. I need to figure out things. It's like a 7 day work. It's almost right now. It's almost like 18 hours a day,
Yeah,
7 days a week. Right now, just this one, right?
yeah.
So it was a big journey. I didn't know. And one of the things that he said to me is that he said to me that I tried to call cleaning services and it did not answer.
Answer your phone. If you don't answer your
Answer your
phone, you're
phone.
not in business.
I don't get it. I just don't get it. Like sometimes I'll be like in a really bad situation, I still answer my phone.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And this is why you're in Florida right now.
This is the reason.
Sophie, this is awesome. What are some
I didn't know you were going to ask me those questions, but that was a good one.
last words of wisdom from you? And this is gonna live here. You can share this interview, but it's gonna live here for a long time. And so, you know, and the people I'll share with you a little bit about my audience, because
Yes.
we have the analytics in the background. I can see we have people from all over the world that watch my channel. You know, people from Australia, the UK. There's a demographic of immigrants that follow me. There's a demographic of women, of men. I mean, you have all kinds of people. I can see it shows me a graph of all like my audience. Okay.
Nice.
And so a lot of the people are just getting started. Some people that watch this channel are already, you know, maybe far ahead, like you're already advanced and you built your business or whatnot. So whether you're advanced, whether you are just getting started, what would you say to those people?
Choose someone who you think is not where you think, but choose someone, a coach, a mentor, wherever you call it, I don't care. But choose someone who is where you want to be. As simple as this. And that will help you a lot. But then when you accomplish a certain level, you have to give back. I
Mhm.
don't care what you do, but you have to give back. I don't care who you give back to. I don't care how you do it, but you have to give back. And that is the most important thing. I think as an entrepreneur, it is a duty to give back to the community or to the world, you know, wherever, like, depends, like, if you prefer to just go in the community or you want to um, buy clothes to people in Africa. I don't care who they are, but help people.
Yeah. I think this is why we're such good friends, because I
Yes,
think we're in alignment on that, Sophie. And giving
totally,
back,
totally.
there, it's almost selfish when you give, because it will come back to you, times 10. And that
True.
I know that to be true. Sophie, how can people reach out to you? How are they going to get a hold of you?
Well, I'm on Facebook, Sophie Coutu, Coutu. They can call me. Should I give my phone number?
No, maybe give a website, or give a, yeah, maybe like, do you have an Instagram as well?
Yeah, Instagram. It's I don't even know. I think it's Coutu dash Sophie, something like that. I believe it's what it is. Or just by email. Info or sophie.c@aquamadeltd.com.
All right. Thank you for coming. You are so inspirational. You're a powerhouse of a business person, and I admire you and respect you. So I
Thank
know
you so
people will
much.
get a lot of benefit from this interview. Say bye to our friends. Alfonso loves you, and we'll see you at the
Top.